Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain about what is plastic and how plastic is break down into microparticles. So plastic is a non-biodegradable material that made up from fossil fuel, which is a non-renewable resources. So 1/3 of plastic waste end up in soil or aquatic environments such as groundwater and surface water. Here, the picture is showing us how the plastic is actually entering the ocean or the aquatic environment from the domestic waste and also industrial waste. So this is the flow of showing us how the plastic is actually break down into smaller particles. Plastic break down into smaller particles by sunlight energy, wind energy, wave action or mechanical force. So plastic that degrade into smaller particles size 5 millimeter is actually known as microplastic. Plastic take almost 100 to 1000 years to decompose in the environment. At ocean, plastic waste break down into microparticles by sunlight, wind and wave action. According to Lambert and Wagner's study, it was stated that 3 weeks is almost taken for the UV radiation to generate the plastic particles into nanometer size range particle. So the particle that the plastics that subjected to mechanical force such as friction due to water movement or wave or wearing against other plastics that found in ocean or sand and rock that found in the shore area cause degradation of plastic into microplastics, small microplastics. Microplastic particles break down further into nanoparticles, which is a nanoparticle that less than 1 mm. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Umi Aina binti Ahmad Nawawi. Today, I would like to share about plastic pollution, facts and its figure. Just now, Priya has shared to you about how plastic break down into smaller size. Now, I would like to share about plastic pollution, its facts and its figure. So, the plastics in wastewater effluent entered through the domestic waste eliminated into the groundwater and surface water due to the improper wastewater treatment. The problem is these microplastics, which are very tiny in size, which is 5 millimeter its diameter, easily entering into the food chain in the ocean. These microplastics have been found in municipal drinking water and drifting through the air. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Wong Cheng Yang. Today, I would like to share some information about some of microplastic pollution. Some of microplastic pollution can divide into two major sources, which are land-based displays and sea-based displays. Land-based source of microplastic pollution come from households, agriculture, and custom tourism. Most of the microplastic is from households. For example, disposable white contain plastic and not easily to dispose, as well as some of the cosmetic products contain microbeads and microplastic. Secondly, microplastic pollution can be caused by agriculture. Farmers like to use the plastic films as crop as insulation to protect the ceilings and shoot. The plastic may not be collected after using. In addition, most of the plastic used in costume toys is thrown away without responsible and often cannot be recycled. Sea-based source of microplastic pollution come from aquaculture, shipping waste, as well as fishing activity. For aquaculture sector, plastic material are normally used for seafood packaging and transportation, fish cage, fish can, and others. Besides, some of the plastic rubbish, such as plastic bag and bottle, come from shipping and ship accidents. Lastly, the fishing net and line are abandoned by the fishermen, as well as the discarded fishing gears are thrown away by the fishing lover. I hope you will like my information. Thank you.
In this part, I am going to explain the negative impact of plastic bag pollution to sea life and human. The negative impact of plastic bag pollution to marine life such as sea turtles, whales and others lead to them injury and death by ingesting or being entangled in plastic bag frozen or plastic debris on sea and ocean. Floating plastic bag can be mistaken to be jellyfish by marine animals who consume them on sea and ocean. Humans are exposed to large variety of toxic chemicals such as phthalate, TBA, microplastic through inhalation, injection, and direct skin contact all along of the plastic life cycle. It will cause human health impacts include cancer, damage to immune system, hormonal system, fetal development, nervous system, and eyes and also skin.
Today I will explain about 5 examples of negative impact of plastic pollution. First example is groundwater pollution. If we do not take care of plastic waste properly, we end up drinking it. For example, landfills are full of hazardous chemicals that go deeper into the ground. So when plastic is interact with water, it can be harmful, especially to our health. Second example is soil contamination. China has admitted that 90% of its agricultural land is polluted. This is because effects of plastic on soil are not that well exposed compared to marine and water contamination. Nevertheless, it could be rightfully said that having plastic in soil is not good for plants and also humans. The third example is cause of flood. All those plastic bags, bottles, and other objects eventually end up in canals, water reservoirs, and drains. After some time, they become partially or completely clogged. Thus, it will increase risk of causing great material damage and even losing life. The fourth example is marine pollution. Shockingly, between 10 to 20 million tons of plastic waste get into the oceans. What is especially worrying is the emergence of the before-mentioned microplastic. This particle end up in stomach of fish and humans. The last example is animal death. About 100 million marine animals die due to plastic debris. For example, the majority eats. The pollutant will get stuck in their stomach, preventing them from eating food. The same happens on land too, since animals mistake the material for something edible, especially when eating the food from the rubbish bin.
After that, I will explain about the negative impact of plastic pollution on ecosystems. The first one, plastic bags contaminate and accumulate in food chains to agricultural soil, terrestrial and aquatic food chains, and the water supply, creating new opportunities for human exposure. Because it comes in large and small size, the world's tiniest organism, such as plankton, is also affected. Hence, this causes problems for the larger animals that depend on them for food. Lastly, it will also cause air, water, and land pollution.
I will continue the next component, which is step to reduce or refuse the plastic bag. First, decline the bag and carry the item out of the store if you can. Second, bring your own reusable bag. Cut off plastic bag entirely by taking your own reusable shopping bag instead. Third, use the paper bag. Paper bag can be easily recycled or composted, so they're much less harmful to the environment. Fourth, reuse single-use plastic bags. Take them with you next time when you visit the store and keep using them until they are no longer fit for the job. Fifth, repurpose plastic bags. Find new uses for your plastic bags, such as use them as a decoration in your house. Last but not least, recycle the plastic bag. You need to take them to a recycling location instead. Due to the curbside recycling collection system can handle plastic bag.
Let's move on to the example of polymer used in a material. There are few types of polymer used.
For example, polypropylene, polyethylene, polyester, polylactic acid, and polyglycolic acid. First, biohazard bags are made up of polypropylene. Polypropylene is a thermoplastic with high sterility, good tensile strength, excellent chemical and heat resistor. Therefore, it is suitable for the application that require sterilization at high temperature. Next is polyethylene and polyester. The bags that made up from this type of polymers are white in color or clear. These kinds of bags are easy to stretch and good tear resistance. For example of bags that made up from this polymer are grocery bags, restaurant bags, and carry-out bags. Lastly is a biodegradable bag. Biodegradable bags usually made up from polylactic acid and polyglycolic acid, or known as PLA or PGA respectively. These kind of bags are just not harmful to the environment and easily biodegrade. These bags are usually used in a smaller scale than the polyethylene bags due to its sizes that are more expensive. These bags are used in a lawn to collect leaves, food scraps, and to make fertilizer through a composting.